Hello Packeteers and APRSers. Here we are once again inside the dual band transceiver, the JT-6188 from JT. In a previous video I spoke about adding the external speaker mod, which you can see in the upper main chassis. If what you're really interested in is a TNC connection and you don't really need the external speaker for things like Doppler direction finding, it turns out there's a much better way. You'll notice we have the front face of the unit rolled down. Our area of interest is here on the left hand side. You'll notice the back of our RJ45 connector is right here. Directly adjacent, almost as if it was planned, is our volume control connections. The left side is our constant level, or pot feed, from the audio circuit. In the middle, of course, is the variable feed return that goes to the amplifier chip. A simple jumper between the leftmost RJ45 point and either of these two connections on the pot will give you either fixed or variable voltage out the pin to the mic connector. You can then use the mic connector alone to feed your TNC without having to use the external speaker jack. By the way, if you know what this tool was originally used for, you're probably close to retirement age as I am. Alright, let's get out the soldering iron and make the connection. Now the jumper's in place. I chose fixed level audio output so that the setting of the volume on the radio would not affect the TNC operation. Note that on the potentiometer terminal on the left, I soldered the wire behind the terminal. That was to avoid the small surface mount component in the front of the terminal. On the left-hand side of the RJ45 connector, I chose to go on the front side of the terminal. This is to stay as far as possible from the ground terminal on the potentiometer, which is nearby. That's the right-hand one on the pot. Now, I've seen many references in RJ45 connectors, and they can't seem to agree on who's pin 1 and pin 8. For purposes of our discussion, if we call the point we're connected to pin 8, that's now your receive audio going out the front RJ45 connector. You'll find your ground is available on pin 6, your push to talk on pin 5, and your mic audio connection on pin 3. If you want more information or detailed writing of this, check out radioreference.com. There's a thread called Another New Chinese Dual Bander Radio, and I'll list the pinouts there. You may also be able to find it by searching on my call sign N8RDF, or phonetically November 8 Romeo Delta Foxtrot. Thanks for watching. I hope you get your TNC going successfully. Here's an addendum to the JT-6188 RJ45 receive audio mod for Packet. As you can see, I'm now directly connected to my KPC3, and the transceiver is happily receiving the packet messages. Because the microphone cable is RJ45 on both ends, it was very easy to take an RJ45 to D9 connector and map it for direct connection to the KPC3. Now you can easily transfer the modular cable from the microphone back and forth between the TNC and the microphone.